So I've just watched the Sky Tory leadership debate, and I'll tell you what, Kay Burley was fantastic, wasn't she? The way she grilled both of them, that's what you want. When you're watching the news on a regular basis and you want to find out what's going on in your country, you want a host like Kay Burley to grill candidates like that, especially when it's about the top job. I mean, I'm no Tory, never will be. I'm anything but blue. I'm Labour through and through. But I think it's a case of picking your poison, isn't it? Because, when you're not a Tory and when their own colleagues are voting for them, it's a case of saying, well, whoever's in power is in power, and let's wait until the next general election, because by that time, we'll have a chance to vote for someone new, and by that time as well, you've had time to assess what they've accomplished, what they haven't accomplished, but Kay Burley was fantastic. I mean, I think out the two candidates, Sunak won. I thought he was more polished. He didn't like answering questions about himself and his own affairs. But Liz Truss, she came across as quite stubborn. And when she was backed into a corner, she wasn't really very good at defending herself, and she was unwilling to backtrack and admit fault. And, I just thought she was the weaker of the two when she was backed into certain corners that she wasn't comfortable in. I mean, if it was up to the general public, as I said, I'm not Tory, I wouldn't vote for either one. But again, you can't fault Kay Burley. She asked the right questions. She made both candidates look very, very vulnerable at times. And I know there's a couple of more weeks to go before the final vote. But I just think Sunak, was that little bit more polished. And he won the audience over as well, didn't he? Because they were all voting unanimously in Liz Truss's favour. And then, with the show of hands at the end, he seemed to have won them over, and there was a lot of claps. I think them two Asian ladies in the audience, they did appear to resemble Rishi Sunak, so I think they might have been his daughters or his nieces or whatever. But they were clapping at every opportunity, which was annoying. It was a nuisance. But apart from that, it was a really good debate. I really enjoyed it. Especially, as I keep saying, I can't praise her enough. The questioning of Kay Burley. That's exactly what you want. It's totally impartial, totally transparent. And really, we need more reporters and more anchors like her. For example, if she'd have conducted the Prince Andrew interview that Emily Maitlis did, I wonder what response you'd have got if it was done by Kay Burley. She's like a female Jeremy Paxman, isn't she? She's fantastic. Well done, Kay Burley, and thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you like this and you'll subscribe.